And it's a most amazing place. And it's such an important organization and institution that I want you to hear what it means, why it came about, and what you can do to help.
Hey there. Thanks, Judy. So I'm Marley Ashcroft. I'm the operations manager and the curator for Neechi Niche, which is located in Neechi Commons. Now, Neechi Commons is the brainchild of Louise Champagne and Russ Rosny. They started with a little store on the corner of Dufferin Avenue, which was just a little hole-in-the-wall shop, which still exists, and they had a dream to expand it to include more of the community. And what it's become is this 30,000 square foot grocery store with fresh local produce. They wanted to give back to the community. There's a restaurant inside, there's a bakery, and there's the Neechi Niche Gallery, which is what we're here representing. The gallery is a place where artists can come and bring their work. Most of the work is on consignment, and our goal is to help people who are artists and creative be able to sustain their lives by making them economically independent through selling their artwork. And we also host, we have about 75 different artists that we represent. And like I said, most of the work is on consignment. We have an example of more of our traditional work out in the lobby right now, but we also have contemporary and modern work. And we strive to bring artists into the community and make, just to show that art is a way out. It's a way of expressing your emotions. It's a way of expressing your feelings. It's a way of healing. And it comes through in the paintings and the beadwork and the traditions that are passed down through storytelling, through the artwork. And another thing that we try to do is in the mezzanine, we have a gallery, and we do rotating installations of international and nationally renowned artists. And we also put together local art shows. We had one in the summer that was the kids from David Livingstone School and Norquay School, and it was hung by the kids from Nadinaway, and it was all about community art. Right now, we have up the Red Dress Project by Jamie Black, which is an installation of red dresses suspended from the ceiling, and it's in honor of the over 600 missing and murdered Aboriginal women that are in Canada. She's taking that exhibition to London, England in 2 weeks, and from there it's going to go into the Canadian Museum of Human Rights. So we are really trying to pull in the artists that have the best work and show that there's different ways of expressing yourself. Tomorrow, we're hosting an event with Beatrice Mosinier, who wrote In Search of April Raintree. It's an event at the Come and Eat restaurant on our second floor that is in honor of the 30th anniversary of her book, Spirit of the White Bison. And it's a free event from 1 till 3. And so we have we have book launches, we have a film screening. Last week we showed 12 Aboriginal and Métis filmmakers' films projected on the exterior wall of Neechi Commons. And it was a phenomenal event. Thank you, Ross Edie, for supporting that event. We were able to pay all the artists some artist fees for showing their work. So thank you. So yeah, finally a shout out to you, man. Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of events. We have another show coming up with Wanda Luna, Indigenous Women of the Americas. It's opening on October 24th. On October 17th, we're having Joseph Boyd, and the Governor General Award-winning writer, will be coming with the Indigenous Manitoba's Indigenous Writing Collective, and they'll be doing a poetry slam. So we have a lot of events going on, and it's all to support our community, make it more of a community cultural hub. And these are two of our artists that we carry in our shop, Victoria and Nancy Marie.
Bonjour Anine. Victoria Dishnakaznine. Ojibwe Anishinaabe is my first language. I'm originally from Saugeen First Nation. People ask me a lot about when I became an artist, and that I can't really answer that question because I've been an artist all my life. So it's about storytelling through a visual aspect. And I have some of my artwork back there, and I have my husband that's always with me, my partner, my best friend, right over there. Nicest man you can meet. He's a little bit shy. Yeah, thank you for opening your doors and inviting us here. Um, I really don't know what to say at this point, but I was listening to the words. I could hear identity being half and half. I had that struggle myself and who I was. I'm a residential school survivor, 8 years in Fort Alexander. I come from 3 generations. And that was my journey, and we all have a story to tell. And my story is through artwork. And when you mention that, it always touches me. Because this is what I want to do as an artist, to do my part and bring this to the young people, the next generation. I've been involved with the arts for the last 25 years now. And when I was told when I was younger that I wouldn't really amount to much, I proved otherwise because I didn't believe that. That's not me. And not to give up and just keep going. I find this mic a little high. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Thank you. I just became a grandmother to twin boys. 9 altogether for me. And I love being a kokum. And my mother had said to me, she said, you don't know what it's like. You don't really know what life is about until you become a grandmother. And I believe her now. And I think, I've been thinking about the generations. The generation I grew up in the 70s. And my kids are always laughing about the clothes that we used to wear, right? But it's all coming back in style. And I see, hopefully, but I see this generation, and it always remind me of what my grandmother had told me, my kokum, and she never spoke English, she's always a Anishinaabe, and I was sitting with her on the stairs one time in Sagging, and she said to me, you know what, she said, it's going to be your grandkids, the 2 generations after you, that's going to bring this out of how our people, what has happened, especially with our women, and how much we had to really go through. I don't like to say the word suffer. And when I hear about our missing women, I don't even like to say the word death. But this is a beginning. And I thank you, Miigwech, so much for that young man back there. You're a real storyteller. It's hard to get my attention sometimes because I'm off someplace else, but I am listening. And I grew up with a lot of racism as well, but I always had my art to turn to. And that was my escape. But now it doesn't have to be that way. Now I can enjoy that gift that Mishomis, Ichimani do loan to me. It's not mine. It's for me to share that. And that's what I'm going to do. Jimmy Gwitch.
My name is Nancy Marie Penny, and I use the name Nancy Marie on my artwork. I didn't even know I was an artist. I was very ill a few years back and actually died. And when I finally made it home, which was a few months later, I woke up and just told my husband, I said, you know what? I think I want to try painting. He says, what? Painting? I said, yeah, painting. I want to be an artist. So I tried it, and I liked it. And so did other people that looked at it. So I just kept on doing it, and got to about, 70 paintings, and I didn't know what to do with them. I have them all in the house. So someone suggested, well, actually 3 people suggested to me to try Neechi Commons. So I went down there on the idea that I could maybe, sell some of my paintings. And to my surprise, they actually liked them. And there are 3 of them in the hall there on the wall. And I can't thank them enough. It's been giving me so much confidence.
Bravo. Bravo. Thank you, all 3 of you, actually. One more artist I forgot about, Alfie Kabosh. Come on up. Alfie is known as the Bannock Lady, and she also is a poet. And some of her works appear in one of the anthologies that Neechi Niche is selling. So here is Alfie, and Althea, and here is a message from me to all of you to make sure you don't leave tonight without checking out all of the crafts and art products and books on display that are for sale. So please look around and do your Christmas shopping early. Althea.
Thank you, Judy. Hi, nice to meet you. Happy birthday to the birthday boy. I'm the Bannock Lady. I started feeding the homeless and the hungry on the streets of Winnipeg. I started in January, end of January, beginning of February. So that's what I do every Thursday, feed a couple hundred people. I'm also part of their Indigenous Writers Collective, and I extend an invitation to this gentleman and the other actor over there, and Michael. You guys should come down and have some pretty good writing sessions. So with that being said, I'm in this with Megan Sinclair and Warren Carreau, and it's called Manitou Wapau, our Aboriginal Writings from the Land of Water. And I have 2 poems in here. So the first one I'm going to read is, where am I? This is here? Yeah, it's going to read. Justin's here. Oh, who's that? Okay. So this one I wrote because I don't know, I guess along through life you lose yourself, whether you stop doing something or you change from circumstances, or you just don't want to do something because it hurts too much. There's so many different reasons, and some days you get a reminder of something that you enjoyed at one time, and you're like, hey, when did I stop doing that, and why did I stop doing that? And I wrote this poem about that feeling that you get when you feel like you've lost yourself along the way, and so this is what that's about. And it's called I Found Myself the Other Day. I found myself the other day. I don't even know how long I was lost. I don't remember losing myself. I just looked around one day and I was gone. I don't know where I went. To sleep, I suspect, for I am wide awake now. My outlook on life is like the sunrise in the morning, fresh and full of wonder, radiating sunshine and beauty. Inspiration is my morning cup of coffee, happiness, my breakfast. I don't let little things faze me. I am my own clown. My own opinion now matters most to me. My feelings I now always take into account. I am true to myself. Nothing can bring me down since I found myself the other day. Thank you. And this one I wrote about my dad. Me and him and my mom, we all learned how to square dance. and it was funny, and from that, he took it upon himself to teach as many people as he could to square dance and jig. And because of him, there's so many communities today that have this square dancing community, and it brings them together, provides culture, and pride. And he was just this amazing man that he taught thousands how to square dance in Manitoba, and he was dubbed the grandfather of square dancing when he passed away. And so there I was, like I learned how to square dance, but I didn't know how to jig. And then I kept having this dream that, holy man, I was just jigging hard, like just giving her. And I was like, oh, here my dad's the father of square dancing, and I didn't even know how to jig. I need live fiddle, sorry. So I wrote this once I learned how, and it was so much exactly how the dream was. So it's called I Dream of Jigging. I dream of jigging so hard, my heart is pounding, my limbs are trembling, and I feel so weak. Yet I am energized and strong, exhilarated and out of breath. On I jig, my feet moving to the twangy notes of the fiddle strings, note for note, step for step. Sweat pooling, I twirl in a single do-si-do, round and round, legs shaking, pulse thundering to the fancy steps of the Red River Jig. I dream of jigging. Thank you.